again for joining us here today. It's John Hucker, president of the Swiss Finance and Technology Association. Everybody's very busy at their home offices and doing virtual meetings with the corona crisis and pandemic, really a topic on everybody's mind right now. The association is very much in the same position, but in a unique place to share perspective from the fintech community. Not only is it impacted by the crisis, but also has some interesting solutions. We've talked earlier with people from the alternative lending industry, and we wanted to follow up now looking at more of the growth stage of companies and a couple of examples of fintechs that are working in more of the traditional wealth management space that Switzerland is so well known for. But yeah, you've heard from me before, so I'll keep my section short. I wanted to start by introducing again Christian Meisser, who is the CEO of LEXR, and he is leading for the advocacy committee at SFTA, a response to the coronavirus. So hi Christian.
Hi, thanks, John. Pleasure to be on. So my name is Christian Meisser. After a traditional career in corporate law firms, I founded LEXR 3.5 years ago. We're with a focus on advising tech, fintech, and digital companies with all things legal. We're advising a lot in the fintech and blockchain space, and are also now active in seeing what solutions work for our customers and what's out there. In my work for the SFTA Advocacy Committee, we're now looking at mainly three sectors of support. One is information towards the members primarily. So how are fintech startups specifically affected? The other portion is then connecting the questions and the interests of the members with the politicians and the decision makers, and also potentially with banks and traditional stakeholders. And then thirdly, more publicity work to get the word out what the current fintech economy and startups can bring to the table, and what type of digital business models currently may also have a boost or a solution to current problems. Maybe I just give a brief overview of what solutions are out there already in terms of liquidity management for startups before we then dive deeper into getting the first-hand insights for growth funding. So in terms of liquidity, there's two main things to look at: the cash in and cash out. On the cash in side, we have, of course, the credit scheme of the government that provides a credit line at zero interest and guaranteed by the state, provided through the banks to all companies in Switzerland that are directly affected by COVID-19. There are certain restrictions around that, and some startups that aren't revenue rich may not be eligible. But there are, of course, also market-based solutions to getting some liquidity, be it through crowd lending or crowdfunding platforms, or also simply tapping your current investors or future investors.
That's how we handle it very practically. So I think just to wrap up, it focus on cash flow. Use the time we have to be best in class and to achieve operational excellence, and trying to turn this crisis in an opportunity, being in contact with our investors, and at the end optimizing our business plan as well.
Now in this crisis, everything is off the table. So okay, you go pretty fast, you go aggressive, right? And you cut your costs. You have to survive. But if you survive, I think a digital business, and if you do the right thing, if you did the right thing before the crisis, I think this crisis is going to be good.
So thanks again, Christian, Myriam, and Michael. Thanks so much, and enjoy your weekends as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So.